What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So for the past few months, we've been able to officially install SteamOS on our Legion Go and other devices. This does have some compatibility issues with some games, of course, being SteamOS, but does support a majority of them and does offer better performance typically over Windows 11. A little bit less resources being used and more available for the games, which is what makes me so excited to try the new Xbox exclusive full screen experience that's coming with Windows when we get those new ASUS Xbox devices later this year. But I do have Cyberpunk, Spiderman 2, Stellar Blade, and Doom the Dark Ages to take a look at here and compare from Windows and SteamOS, just so you can see some of the performance differences there, both running 25 watts, pretty much trying to stick with the OEM Lenovo drivers for this, but I did have to use the 2551 side-loaded drivers for Doom the Dark Ages because it will crash otherwise, and I may have shown it in a couple of other areas. We'll get more into that as well, but I tried to concentrate on the actual user experience you would get out of the box, which would be December 12th dated GPU drivers, which does cause us some issues in some games, even though I ultimately did want to try to test things this way. Also used auto VRAM in SteamOS and 4 or 6 on Windows because auto is just always an issue for me on Windows and never performs as well. I did sideload the 2551 driver for Doom the Dark Ages, and you might see it pop up in a couple other places as well there, and I highly suggest that you do this if you're running newer games. I have a guide on the channel for sideloading those ASUS ROG Ally drivers to get you up to 2551 until Lenovo hopefully pushes out an update. Now, as far as 4 gigs of VRAM versus 6, there's not a big difference in the games I'm showing here, but I did vary it a little bit. Again, Windows, I don't like to use auto. It doesn't work near as well as what SteamOS does with auto. And when it comes to the OEM driver versus the side-loaded driver, a lot of games won't notice a huge difference. It's more about fixing crashing games like Doom, and there are some other ones that it helps fix out there as well, and I've covered those along the way. Stellar Blade's not one that'll see a big difference, but you will get a little bit if you were to sideload. Most of my comparison, though, is done with the OEM driver and 4 gigs of VRAM, as the game rarely goes over 4 anyways. When it comes to Spider-Man, we have 6 gigs of VRAM and 4 gigs of VRAM here with the OEM driver versus the 2551, and they are also extremely similar when we're talking about these settings. So anything you see here in the comparison should be pretty good whichever way I'm going here, and whatever you see between the drivers and the RAM. But again, I do highly suggest, if you don't want to keep waiting on Lenovo, maybe you go take a look at that guide and sideload those ASUS drivers and get a little bit better experience out of it. But anyways, I'm going to leave you guys with the comparisons for Cyberpunk, Stellar Blade, Doom the Dark Ages, Spider-Man 2 for SteamOS and Windows 11, and you can see some of the performance differences there and just kind of see what we're getting. And can't wait to try out that new Xbox experience when it comes out later this year with those new devices. Anyways, guys, as always, thanks a lot for coming to check out the video. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one.
I suppose you're asking for a friend, huh? Well, I guess you just gotta hang around him. Watch him, listen, study him.
Study? That is just the advice I required. 1,000 thanks for your assistance. I wish you a pleasant journey.
Enemy collaborators infiltrated downtown. That means NUSA spies and agitators are in your midst. Keep your eyes peeled. You see anything suspicious?
That was close. Come here. Careful with your jump. Watch out! It's an unlisted Nativo. I'll handle this one. Eve, are you ready?
For being late this morning.
Bro, I told you to be on time.
It's fine. We'll be back before we know it.
Good, because I had my college application review with the school counselor.
Oh, you finished your essay?
Hasn't started.
Oh, well, let's get to the city and take care of Marco quick then. Oh, crap. After all these years, Marco, you should try yoga. Must be more of a Pilates guy.
That was your idea?
Never said it was a good one. It was supposed to be a normal day. He gave me a job. Gotta track down those guys that took Scorpion and Lee.
Bay is under attack.
If that core explodes, the city goes with it. Dimensional barrier is shutting down. We can't stop it now. How long do we have?
Not long. The reactor has sustained heavy damage.